He's definitely my he's definitely my extras, but
Okay.
I think that's like more of a 6th-round extra. He's a high extra.
Sure.
Then like I don't think Drew Shelton's getting drafted.
Yeah.
So they're all in my extras, but Drew probably won't get drafted.
Yeah.
Or unless offensive tackle around the league is so bad that he gets drafted somewhere. But Wisniewski should go 5 or 6. I think he should be a linebacker.
Yeah.
Go let him play linebacker. Let him do all that stuff out there. Yeah. But as far as Drew Shelton goes, Brian, this the problem.
Did you remember Barber from Florida?
I remember Barber. Yes, sir.
Both of them are like problem with, and it's the whole thing I get into. It's the whole thing with the strength or lack of.
Get walk back.
Yeah.
So let me just say, to be clear, I got everybody higher than Drew Shelton right now.
Okay.
Just to be clear.
Okay. So like Bell, World.
I got Bell and World higher than Drew Shelton.
Okay. So you got Drew. You got him way down in the bottom.
Bottom of my extras.
Yeah. I don't disagree with you about that.
The thing about Drew Shelton, I always talk about sometimes guy.
Yeah.
Sometimes guy in general are guys that either do something really good sometimes or they're really bad sometimes.
Yeah.
Drew Shelton is sometimes okay.
Yeah.
Or he's sometimes awful. Flat out awful.
Yeah.
So that's my problem that we have there. Sometimes his feet are cool. Other times he can't even reach the edge guy. Like on the outside zone, he can't even reach the edge guy.
Yeah.
Sometimes he gets out of his stance pretty cool with his pass sets or whatever. Brian, sometimes people run right flat past him, Brian.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's lazy. And I use the L word sparingly. I don't like to just call people L word or S word.
I kind of feel like he got worse from what we were watching him last.
So much worse than because we watched him last year.
Yeah.
He got so much worse. Brian, his hand placement can be a bit of an issue. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I think his feet are okay, but even those pick up and down, up and downly. Like they're inconsistent feet is what I would say to make that make a little more sense. He looks smaller than what he looks
6'5", 313.
He looks tiny, Brian. He don't look 313.
Yeah, I always worry about guys that wear sleeves
on their arms.
Well, but not like offensive linemen that wear sleeves.
Yeah.
Like you're hiding something.
Okay, that's S word right there. That's
like Steele does that.
Terrence Steele, yeah.
Yeah. Guyton. They wear sleeves, so they hiding like they don't have good upper body power.
Big Tyler. Well, Big Tyler don't wear sleeves.
Yeah,
that's interesting. That's fascinating.
Yeah,
it's fascinating.
I'm always worried about guys. Who do that? Like, well, let's go ball. Those guys, they all wore sleeves.
On to something. BB don't wear sleeves.
Yes, I'm saying if you're an offensive lineman and you got a little bit of a build, you don't wear sleeves.
You show it off a little bit.
But somebody will tell me the guy that tackle out in San Francisco wears sleeves.
Yeah,
that Williams.
Yeah,
but
he might be the only one.
Yeah.
Everybody else, you might be on to something.
I might be on to something there.
My biggest issue with him, Brian, is if you happen to win the RNG, that's a fantasy video game term, the random number. If you get lucky and he lands in the right spot, if his kick is perfect, bam,
sure,
and his hands are perfect, bah, and if he happens to strike you, sometimes it'll happen.
He's an athlete, I think.
He's getting walked back, though, bro.
Okay, he's going to get walked. You're not wrong about that.
All the way back to the quarterback.
Yeah,
I do think he's an athlete, though.
Yeah,
because sometimes he does make those. Brian, Penn State they do some weird shit. They'll put him at right tackle sometimes. They'll put him at left. They'll switch him.
Unbalanced.
Other times they'll leave the offensive line here and put him well displaced off the line of scrimmage.
Right.
And they'll run a sweep to that side. It's some interesting stuff Penn State does. They'll put him out wide as like a wing type dude, or maybe they'll put him as like an F, like a wide slide type guy, and they'll let him lead block from out there. I think that's an interesting way to get offensive linemen in space. He does some nice things in space.
Yeah,
but Brian, he can't reach somebody that's on his outside shoulder. Sometimes
the sustain. He cannot sustain. Like he hits it. He gets into somebody, and I'm thinking, dude, you're coming off the ball and you hit, and then the next thing you know, he's kind of like he gets knocked back and he's struggling to kind of get up on the block.
Last line real fast, Brian.
Yeah, go ahead. No, I think
I do think sometimes he's decent in the run, but still, I think he looks clumsy and he's always on the ground, and Brian hates that.
Yeah,
that's my last line.
I don't, man. I just think there's things athletically that he can do. He's very Terrence Steele like. In the way that he Sometimes Terrence Steele a better run blocker than this guy. But Drew Shelton, I just worry about the strength. He was a basketball player, and so you wonder about that. But I just kind of feel like that anything that he has to fight through and finish a block, he can't do. Yeah. So I have him down with. I'm with you on about the below that and the others in that area. I think that's kind of where I would have him at as well. I hope I don't have to. I mean, nothing against Drew Shelton, but I hope
somebody else.
I listen. These offensive linemen. I'm not going to lie to you, VOCH.
It's not a good group.
I can't. If you're asking me about it, I feel terrible that I don't have a great opinion on some of these guys because I don't have a feel for these guys with the lack of power.
The best guys, some teams think that they're guards.
Yeah.
And if other guys are just flat out tackles, they all got worse somewhere.
This guy did. Yeah, he was. I think he was better last year, to be honest with you.